Going on, guys? Big Larry here. All right, so I wake up this morning. I'm, got about an hour or so before work, so I thought I'd go ahead and fire my PS3 up, go ahead and jump online real quick, and just want to see what kind of new or what new demos were out for the day, or for the week rather. So imagine my surprise. I go through it. First one up, boom, UFC 2010, baby. Yeah, that's right, 2010. All right. Now, for those of you who don't know, I am a die-hard UFC fan. Die-hard. Okay? King of the Cage, Pride, all of them. I love UFC. I'm an MMA fan to the bone, let's say that. I'm joking around. I do like Pride on it. But anyways, I digress. So I downloaded it. Of course, I had to go to work, so I didn't play it. I just downloaded it real quick, went to work, come back. I've been home for about an hour and a half now, and I played a few matches of it. And I just wanted to go ahead and give you guys a heads up of what I thought about the UFC demo. So, here's the pros and cons. Let's do it.
What in the hell were you thinking?
Alright, guys. So, here's the cons. I gotta be honest with you. I played the game. There are not a lot of cons. Now, I'm a little biased. I'm just a little biased because I'm a UFC fan. I love 2009 Undisputed so much. When I looked at this one, when you start the game off, you don't really notice any differences. Very minute, small differences. But it goes, as you start playing, you start noticing little things here, little things there. Now, just some of the cons is one of the biggest things is not the title screen of the game, but the title screen of the fight. Well, just take a look, guys.
You guys see how the fighters just kind of float in front of the background and just kind of pull forward. It just does not look realistic at all to me. It should blend in. The back should not look more realistic than the fighters do. That is just, it's a big con for me.
But that's not something that's going to stop me from buying the game by any means. So, moving on from that one, we have just like I said, this is very small things. It's a demo. I'm sure it's going to be fixed by the time the game comes out. But when the announcer was announcing the fight and going through this whole speech thing, when you actually got a view of the announcer, he didn't look as clean as the last one did on 2009. On top of that, it just seemed like his mouth was just going up and down. There was no movement to his lips at all like there was in 2009. I actually thought the referee looked a little better in 2009. But then again, this is just a demo. The game is about to release. I'm sure it's all finished already. It's probably going to look a little better when the CD's down. And you have the CD in and all that stuff. Other than that, there's one thing. I'm not 100% sure if they're going to put it. I've heard rumors about it. But when I went through it, you couldn't do the career mode, obviously, on the demo. But I was looking, hopefully, I was looking for like a career mode and a tough mode. Or maybe it's just going to be, a tough mode of something where there's actually a story to it. You're a fighter that starts into the, if you don't know what tough is, it's The Ultimate Fighter. It's their reality show. I would have liked to have something like that where you're a fighter that just comes in, you have to fight your way on, and you train with, you pick two fighters to be trainers. And, it's a short career as far as that goes. And once you get past that, once you finish it and you win the Ultimate Fighter, all of a sudden your character is available in the whole entire roster, but not until you beat the tough competition. I would like to have seen that, but I can't say that's not in there yet. I'm just saying I would love to have seen a tough mode on the mode options, which I didn't see. So, but we'll see how that career is. I know the career is going to be a lot better because, I got to be honest with you, as much as I loved 09, the career sucked in 09. It was good for like one or two playthroughs. After that, it was just horrible. It was so slow, so boring. The exhibition was where it was. So, those are just a couple of the things that I noticed. I really didn't notice anything else. If I did, they were just super small, not even worth mentioning. So, let's move on.
Dude, that's freaking awesome!
Alright, so the pros, guys. And I gotta be honest with you, there are actually a lot of pros here. But like I said earlier, not a big amount or big changes they've done. It was just a lot of small little things that you don't notice until you start playing it through. Now, just go ahead and start going through it. Now, the gameplay itself is a little smoother. When the character gets hit, he reacts a little better than Part 3 or 2009. as anyone who played that game knows, sometimes you get kicked in the head, you go down, and your character's a little stiff when it goes down. This guy, I kicked Rampage in the head. His head bounced as the leg grazed over his head, hit him in the top of the skull. His head bounced, and then he went down like he'd just been knocked out. Beautiful, beautiful movement on that. So the graphics are a little smoother as far as that, the movement of the character. On top of that, the sweat seems to come through a little better. The sweat, the blood, the cuts, all that seems to come through a lot better. So the graphics are bumped up a little bit. Not a huge, I mean, there's not a big difference you could have made from 2009, but they bumped the graphics up and the movement of the characters up a little bit. Oh, this is actually a big one that brings the realism a little bit more forward to you, is when the fight is announced. You know, they raise their hand as the winner, and so wins. Well, they actually allow the corners in the back now. So every time you win, the guy's got his gear on, he's got his shirt, his hat, his logos all over the stuff, his sponsors, so on and so forth, and all of his corners, or one or two of his corners, sitting in the back cheering him on. And then they announce the winner. As well as when they're announcing the fighter and he's standing in his corner. The corners that sit behind you, they actually look a little more natural. Back then, you just have one guy that just swung his arm like this. That's all he did, was swung his arm. Now they're a little more natural. They move. They talk to each other. They don't seem to stand out as bad. Oh, gray outs. Here's one. Now, you knew in 2009 when you got punched and you got grayed out, means you went down, the screen went gray, and your fighter was limp. You were pretty much done. Fight was over. If the guy crawled on top of you and started swinging, that was it. Fight was over. Well, now the gray outs are reversible, which is awesome. You will know when you're done. If you go to gray out and again the fighter's arms drop to the side, fight's over. You're out. But there's some gray outs where you'll drop and you'll curl up into a fetal position, and you'll actually be able to reverse that to get out of it. And fight's obviously not over yet. So that's a good one. On top of that, when you're fighting on the ground, I know I'm kind of sporadic here, guys, but when you're fighting on the ground, you're actually able to move the top fighter is able to move the bottom fighter wherever. As far as if he wants to push him up against the cage, he can. And the bottom fighter can use the cage to reverse the move. You can post your feet up on it, the bottom guy can, and roll over. All of a sudden, he's got the full guard, or he's on top. So that's a good one. Knocked out fighter. Here's one. Back in 2009, if your fighter got knocked out, you would still see him. It doesn't matter how bad you knocked him out, you would still see him when he announced the fights. Well, not anymore. If your ass is knocked out, your ass is gone. That's it. Your fighter's done. He's done. If he gets knocked out, they show him knocked out, and when they go to raise the winner's hand, your fighter is nowhere to be seen. He's done, out. He's still on the ground trying to just figure out what the hell just happened. Other than that, guys, it's just a couple little small things. Nothing that's big and huge, which is good. Don't break something that's not, or don't fix something that's not broken, rather. I thought 2009 was a very solid, fun game. I'm looking forward. I am psyched for 2010. So when the actual game comes out, I will be the first one. I'll be in line to buy that game. And second I start playing it, and let you know how the career mode is, how all the fighters are. You know, you've got a lot of big fighters. You have Rampage, Kimbo, Brock Lesnar, Randy Couture, I believe, is in there. Chuck Liddell, Harua. You know, with the demo alone, you have Rampage Jackson, Lyoto Machida, Rashad Evans, and Shogun Rua. So it's a good lineup. I'm definitely psyched with that one. And they're adding 3 new fighting styles. 3 being karate, Greco-Roman wrestling, and sambo, which is Chuck Liddell's fighting style. But anyways, I'm gonna cut this video up. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you subscribe. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Let me know if you like this video or not. Comment down below. I definitely want to hear what you guys have to say, because I want to make my videos better for you. So, hey, criticize me. Let's go. Anyways, this is Big Larry, and I'm checking out.